Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm here with Jodi, and she is gonna, go over a couple things based on her books and what she likes to write about. So, first, tell me more about the books that you've written. What are they? What are they mostly about? What can people gain from reading them?
I've written 2 books so far, and the first was actually a memoir called The Sun Still Shines, and that was based on my experiences with being diagnosed with an inoperable brain tumor, which later became operable when we found the right person. But it was one of those situations where nearly everything that could go wrong did go wrong.
Yes.
And it absolutely changed my life in every way. And even though it was one of the most difficult times in my life, it also has resulted in some of the greatest lessons and blessings and a pretty compelling story.
Gotcha.
So it's now won 3 different awards. It's doing great.
Awesome.
It was an Amazon bestseller. And I guess the thing that's amazing about that is it's just a reminder that no matter how hard of a time you're having, something good can always come of it. So those are some of the lessons you learn from The Sun Still Shines.
And what about, as far as how do you even become an Amazon bestseller? So what are the, how do they decide this book is a bestseller? How does that
That's
work?
a good question. It's based on the number of sales that you have. They update it actually every hour. Actually, it's every few minutes. But within an hour, it's updated regularly. So it's based on the sales in any given time period.
Gotcha.
But then in order to be a bestseller, it has to have consistency over a period of...
So not just a one day?
No, not just a one day. You
okay.
might hit a #1 slot in a day, but in order to become a bestseller, you have to have a #1 slot over the course of a couple of weeks.
Gotcha.
And then you get that coveted little sticker
Yes.
by your book that says it's a bestseller.
Yes.
So, boy, oh boy, did I screenshot that a million times. When
I would too. I'm jealous.
because that was a really big deal. It was special for me because not only was this something that I invested my time in, but this is also my story. It's my life. And so to have people validate you in that way and say not only, hey, are you a good writer, but I like your story and it helped me. It was a very powerful and moving experience for me and my family.
What is maybe one tip that someone can take out of the book where it'll immediately impact their life? Like, what's your favorite thing, or what's the thing you're hearing from your readers that they're like, man, when I read this chapter, this section, it really changed my life?
Well, I think one of the things I love is that I get something different from almost everyone, which I love that because it tells me that there are a lot of takeaways. But probably one of the most is that attitude is a choice. And you can choose to see the sun, or you can choose to remain in the darkness and in the clouds, no matter what situation you are physically or mentally in. There is that aspect of choice, and you can embrace that choice.
Gotcha. I love it. That's a great tip. So I'm hoping that you got some value out of Jodi. Make sure to check out her books. So they are both on Amazon, right?
They're both on Amazon, yes.
And do they just type your name in, or?
You can type in the name, Jodi Orgill Brown. And the name of the memoir is The Sun Still Shines, and the other is Rise Above Depression.
Great. So check it out. I'm currently reading the Rise Above Depression, loving it so far, and you'll get a lot of value from it. So if you ever have any questions or you want to contact Jodi directly, go ahead and reach out to me, or how else can they reach out to you?
You can find me on Facebook, Instagram. You can also go to thesunstillshines.com and find me. I'm on most social media. So
cool.
Jodi Orgill Brown, search and you'll find me.
Cool. Well, thanks a lot, guys. You guys take it easy.